Hello everybody, this is Double RPG here, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2. In today's episode, we're going to progress on further from where we're at, and we are going to get into a gauntlet of visiting some areas from the past worlds that we visited, and then we'll finish up this episode. It should take us at least about almost 20 minutes to get through those types of things, as well as a special place that where we will learn more about Ansem's objective. Or his true objective, that is. But anyway, let's get on with this episode that's already in progress. And as you can tell, we're inside this place. I'm not sure what exactly it equates to, but it's an area that will lead us deeper within End of the World. Well, the world, that is. The name of the Heartless world. Yeah, so we finally entered inside the planet's core, a little bit to be exact. But there's a lot more that's going to take place within this world that we are going to discover. Oh, we can't even carry any more Ultima Gs. That's very interesting. I think it's because we have the complete gummy collection when we saved all the Dalmatian puppies. So yeah, I think that's what it equates to. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get back on track here. And I think we want to go find the other... I think we want to find another spot to where we can look for some more treasures or whatever. Or find another set of Heartless. It should be around here somewhere. I think it's right here, yeah. And here are some angel stars. And someone asked in the comments in the previous episode, a heartless angel makes me very curious about something. And yeah, I think he's relating to Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. I could be wrong, but I think that's where he's getting the idea from. Because, you know, Tetsuya Nomura was and still is the character designer for Final Fantasy VII since it became its own franchise in a sense. And he is the main director of Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, I guess that would be a bit of inspiration to where he would actually, you know, put in something that, you know, from one of the past games he worked on into this game to maybe as, like, a reference or something. But not to worry, they're not one-winged angels or anything like that. But, you know, there are angels. You know, heartless angels, as they would have called them. Okay, now I'm pretty much just searching around this place, and this place is very big in terms of both length and height. And sometimes there are treasure chests that we do miss out on, and we can't carry any more Pandora Gs. So yeah, I think we have fully maxed out with the gummies in this game. And if we go inside that pool of light or whatever, it takes us to this one area where it looks like there are a bunch of pillars. And it looks kind of dark, too. Anyway, the truth of the matter is, by going down, or going from pillar to pillar, in the middle, there's actually a pillar of darkness that's bellowing out of it. But if we go inside that darkness, you can actually see that we're back in Traverse Town. But this is actually a projection of Traverse Town inside End of the World. So yeah, as you would have guessed, there are some Heartless that we can fight against, and some of the places that we see, you know, in the 3rd district are blocked off, so we can't get access to them. So, yeah, they're completely out of the question. So, the truth of the matter is, there is usually about 3 sets of Heartless that we have to fight against, and every time we defeat them, we will get an accessory out of them. Basically, what the accessory is, it's a duplicate of the accessories that you got for defeating the bosses within the worlds that we are about to revisit. So basically, you know, coming here to Traverse Town, since we fought against guard armor, I think we are going to get, I can't remember what the accessory was. I think it was Ray of Light, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it Ifrit? No, I think it was Ifrit's Horn. Or something. Because there is a treasure chest that's within this place. And yeah, there are treasure chests, you know, inside the places that we revisit when we're inside the final world. Oh, it's the Brave Warrior. My bad. Yeah, I completely forgot about which one it was. Anyway, we open up this door, and that will bring us back out to the pillar where we came in from. And we enter the light, and we go to the next pillar. And we go back into the darkness again, and let's see what world beholds us this time. And as you would have guessed, yep, it's Wonderland. And we're back inside the rabbit hole, and here we have a bunch of wizards and red nocturnes and blue rhapsodies and that kind of stuff. So yeah, looks like we're going to be fighting some more Heartless that originated from this world. Or that we got our first sight on it within this place. But I don't think the large bodies originated from Traverse Town. I think they originated from here first, since we got the first glimpse of that enemy from within this place. But anyway, yeah, it just... Sometimes with the Heartless that show up here, it kind of screws up the continuity of what came where. But it doesn't really matter, to be quite frank. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. And what do we get? Ah, I see. Okay, so yeah, it was another duplicated accessory, and we go ahead and we enter the doorway towards the bazaar room, but that will lead us back out to this pillar. And let's go ahead and take the light and go to the next pillar, and let's see what this beholds us this time. And I'm thinking it's the Olympus Coliseum, and yep, I was right. And there is a defender right over there, and there are some air soldiers. Yeah, some more guys that are going to pester us. And since this place is very big and wide, yeah, this one might take a little bit longer to defeat all the enemies within this place. Well, yeah, because just look how big the Coliseum gates are. Yeah, very big. So, how's everybody doing today? It's Friday, so, yeah, this is the LP that's taking place before Christmas, but within the weekend of Christmas, I will still be doing Super Mario World, where we will resume in land number 4, which consists of the bridges before Ludwig von Koopa's castle, or Ludwig Koopa's castle. So I should be having lots of fun with that, with us trying to go through the bridges and all. Okay, so anyway, let's focus on getting rid of these guys here. Okay, very nice. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the previous episode, but I said that I found myself quite a few Super Nintendo games that I picked up before this Christmas, and some of those Super Nintendo games are what are we getting here? Oh, I see. Okay, some of those Super Nintendo games that I'm getting that I got to play before I get my Super Nintendo this Christmas, they are the games Goof Troop on the from Capcom, also Disney's Aladdin from Capcom. Both games were had Shinji Mikami in there as, a part of the development team that worked on those games. And I also have Batman Returns, TMNT Tournament Fighters, Cool Spot. What else? Oh, Star Fox. And what was the other one? It was something else. Was it another Konami game, or was it something else? I'm thinking it was another Konami game. Oh, yeah, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Now that I officially figured that out. So, yeah, I picked up those 7, and the 2 that I'm getting for Christmas are Killer Instinct and Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. So, yeah, I'm going to be having my hands full with Super Nintendo games, around this Christmas. And I may have to shelve out some more money to try to get some more... regular power adapters or whatever, so that way I can stick in my, power adapters within the walls or whatever, so that way they all have power and I can play them whenever I want to. I mean, I'm going to end up having a lot of consoles, like the Angry Video Game Nerd. I mean, if you take a look at his Nerd Room Deluxe, he has plenty of consoles next to his TV, and they all each take a different, plug within the power adapters or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun. And I do plan to pick up more. Hopefully by the time, probably around April, or maybe for my birthday, which is in August, I might be able to shelve out some money to get what game was it? Earthbound. Even though they do go for the hundreds. But I'll just pretty much be getting a used copy, which go for less than $200, because I desperately want that game in my collection. And I don't care if it costs a lot of money, but I want that game in my collection, doggone it. And, let's see. But yeah, there's a lot more, there's a lot of other Super Nintendo games that I'm itching to want to get. And I do have Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo and Sparkster on the Super Nintendo somewhere around my house, but I'm having a hard time, trying to find them because I haven't even played them on a Super Nintendo for quite some time. And my old Super Nintendo's, I think why my old Super Nintendo became faulty was because the plug-in for the AC adapter, it was missing a wire and it wouldn't be stable, and it hardly made the Super Nintendo playable. I think it was because back then when I was younger, I would always take my Super Nintendo either to both of my grandmother's house. One lived near me and the other lived far away, and I used to take them with me all the time because I, just loved that system to death. So yeah, I think it might have, that the wires might have got, or the wires might have got damaged within the system, within, that are attached to the system, the little wires, to plug in your AC adapter, because I would always just take that system with me, and it might have got bent or something, or it just might have broken off, or whatever. That just goes to show you how much I adored that video game console. I definitely think it is probably Nintendo's best retro console that they've ever made. It's kind of hard to see where Nintendo is going to exceed with 3D gaming. Maybe the Wii U is going to be like the next Super Nintendo, but we'll have to see. And it's definitely seeming like it. And there are lots of games that I want to get, and hopefully I can find a job soon. I'm still looking. Besides, I want to be making some money so that way I can, buy some more games and have a lot in my collection. Well, of course, it's the same thing, When you get older, there are some different priorities that take place, like, for the adults, they want to start families and all that, and I'm kind of in that same route too, but I want to focus on what I can do right now before I start making some really big decisions. But as of right now, I just want to get some priorities, straightened out. Okay, here we are back in Atlantica, and if I remember correctly, I think there was actually... Wasn't there a treasure chest that I missed? Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and head back inside here. And every time when you go back into those areas of darkness or whatever, I think you will end up fighting, the same type of Heartless again. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you go back into one of those areas, within the pillars that you're standing on, you're going to be ending up fighting these guys again. With the same enemy types and the same, rounds that come out of them. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I know some of you might be anxious for me to get on with, what game was it? Skyward Sword. I'd love to, but, since Golden Sun is going to be taking quite a while, probably take me at least, I don't know, equating from what is, what's going on with how long it's going to take, I'd say it's probably going to be at least 2 or 3 months. So, I would like to focus on, doing some other things, too. Maybe something else, just, kind of tie into Golden Sun, so that way I can have a lot of stuff to show. I've been thinking about possibly doing Muramasa the Demon Blade for once, because, I hardly see a lot of people do Let's Plays on that, and I think that would be a perfect Let's Play for me to do. And I definitely love that game, in all of its glory. I definitely think it's one of the most underrated, one of the most underrated, low-budget titles that's been ever produced, and a low-budget title that's actually pretty darn decent. So, yeah, and besides, I love me some Japanese mythology, especially with ninjas and all that, so that would be a good Let's Play for me to do right there, and I would be going through all the endings as well, but probably not through all the challenges and whatever, which I can be saving those for, other videos, maybe for, like, a weekend series with some of the challenges or whatever, but, just something to get through, where I can have enough time to finish them up before we get on with the Skyward Sword. Because I want Skyward Sword to be a really big project, and, one where I want to, just solely focus on that alone. And I would definitely be focusing on that game alone, because there's a lot of content within that game, and, if my save file for for Skyward Sword gets corrupted at that one point, then hey, I can go to that channel that Nintendo has put out to where I can get that save file restored or fixed up, so that way I won't even have that glitch happening to me. And besides, it's never even happened to me the first time I played it. I managed to get all the way through Skyward Sword without any problems, and I really, really enjoy that game. Definitely think it's the better 3D Zelda game by far. Better than Ocarina of Time. Yeah, and I said that. Okay, now let's go in here, and we're finally back at Neverland in Captain Hook's pirate ship. So, as you would have guessed, we have some Heartless that we need to take down before we leave this area. And I wonder where the treasure chest is. You know, the one where we can get the item that Captain Hook left for us after we... No, not Captain Hook. I think it was Auntie Sora. Indeed it was. It was the Raven's Claw. Okay, and I think we can go up here and see what Heartless that we can fight against here. Indeed, there are some Heartless, some pot spiders, and some pirates. So let's go ahead and finish these off, and I think that's the last world that we're going to be coming across in terms of what we revisit that that are just projections from within this world. So I think that is it with that. With the ones that we have to fight the Heartless anyway, because the next step or the next place that we're going to visit, I think it's going to be a save spot. And we actually need to go back into the hold or the cabin hold or whatever, and we go this way. Yeah, because if you tell from the green stuff that's pouring out of the spot, that's actually light. And coming through here, it will actually take us back to the 100 Acre Wood. If we open up this treasure chest, it gives us a Mega Elixir, but there's also a save spot here too. But anyway, actually, I think I want to go back there and save real quick. So that way, I can save my progress, and then we can keep going. But the next room that we're about to enter is actually one that's going to be original. And one where we're actually going to learn more about Ansem's objectives. As to why he's actually, trying to destroy all the worlds with the Heartless. Has to be something big. Well, we'll just have to find out. Okay, and this one's brimming with fire. So that's where we want to go. And there's a hallway with a Heartless emblem. And there are some Invisibles that we got to fight against. So yeah, they saved the strongest, or they saved the Big Fry for the last area. Within the pillars that we have to traverse from one to the other. Them, and I think there's going to be some Angel Stars too. But we'll have to see. And looking at the Invisibles, they kind of look like devils, don't you think? And it would probably make sense because, if there's a Heartless Angel, or if there's an Angel type Heartless, there's got to be one that looks like a devil. So let's go ahead and finish that off. Okay, we're done fighting in this hallway, and we need to go ahead and we need to enter inside of here. There's a treasure chest here, and there's actually this big machine that we can take a look at, because there are some notes that we can take a look right here. One's born of the heart and darkness, devoid of hearts, ravage all worlds and bring desolation. Seize all hearts and consummate the great heart. All hearts to be one, one heart to rule all. Realize the destiny, the realm of Kingdom Hearts, the great darkness sealed within the great heart. Progeny of darkness, come back to the eternal darkness, for the heart of light shall unseal the path. 7 hearts, 1 keyhole, 1 key to the door of darkness tied by 2 keys. The door of darkness to seal the light, none shall pass but shadows, returning to the darkness. One's born of the heart and darkness, hunger for every heart until the dark door opens. So it looks like Ansem the Wise, not Ansem the Wise, but it looks like the Ansem is actually looking for something that's called Kingdom Hearts. But what is Kingdom Hearts? Well, I guess we're going to have to find that out much later now, won't we? Okay, guys, since we made it through all of those pillars and we saw what we saw, I think this is probably a good spot to where we can go ahead and we can close things off here. So next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2, we're going to finish up the end of the world or the Heartless world before we go to the final battle, but we're not going to get in the final battle right away because there's lots of other things that we can do before we enter that doorway and fight off against Ansem once and for all. So yeah, we will get up to the door that will lead us to the final battle, and then we'll close off the episode. Anyway, gamers, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description, and if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers. Have a great weekend and a Merry Christmas, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.